amigas, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my existing viewers and subscribers. I'm so happy you're here with me today. I am sort of market prepping. My market isn't until October 5th, and that was kind of like a surprise. So I'm kind of thinking of Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas all at once for that October event, because it's only a 4-hour event. I don't have anything booked after that. I mean, I didn't even have this one booked. I booked it the day I was at the other show, July 20th. So they happened to have, they were sold out and someone canceled out, and so that spot became available, and it's a 10 by 18, and I think I paid $275 or something like that, $255 or $275 for that spot, and it's a 10 by 18. So I'm thinking that I want to make a couple of, I don't normally do seasonal things like, you know, Christmas and Halloween and things like that. As far as like, well, this is my first time really doing plushies. But as far as anything, like last year I did some Christmas things, but very minimal, and they didn't sell. The Halloween things though did sell. So I'm gonna embroider some t-shirts with some of the ones that sold out at that event, because I don't have any. But first I have to see what t-shirts I have, so what color t-shirts I have that are blank, so that I can embroider that design. Am I making any sense? Like, for reals, I don't have any sleep. I have a protein coffee right here because oh my god, I did not sleep. My brain was working overtime and just wouldn't let me sleep no matter how tired I was. So this morning I woke up, wrote down a list of things that I need to buy. I was going to run to Hobby Lobby, but I decided I'm going to wait till tomorrow instead. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up that mess I got going on back here, and then go in the other room, pull out the t-shirts, and kind of see what, you know, so there's like 2 or 3 designs that I want to do, maybe 4. It just depends on how many t-shirts I have that are blanks that I can use. I did want to buy some sweatshirts or crew necks, but honestly, I don't think that I should, because it's only it's a 4-hour event from 11 to 4. Even though I did sell out, I just feel like I don't want to put myself further in debt, deeper in debt than I already am with my credit card, because I used that to pay for the spot, and then I made a whole $2 profit the last time, so all that money went to the credit card to pay, for that spot, for July's spot. So but there are a couple of things that I need to get, and it's not going to be a lot, it's probably going to be like $20. So I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. I do want to go to Joann's, but that girl, she invites me over and I go broke. So I don't know. I'm kind of like waiting to see. I do have a little Michael's haul, so we will do that next, and then I will share with you what I've been working on, and what my thought process is behind these things. Okay, so I had a $10 voucher. I love when Michael gives me $10 vouchers, because then I can go and buy stuff, right? And I don't feel bad about it, because Michael's is kind of expensive. And honestly, I didn't even want to get these yarns that I got there, because I'm going to be working on another project and I needed these colors. I didn't have them. I keep saying, Michael, what's wrong with me? Get it together. Anyways, so I just didn't want to go. I wanted to go to Joann's initially, but I saw that, that $10 was going to expire. That's free money. Let me go ahead and go get this yarn. So $30 worth of stuff I ended up paying $20 for. So let me show you what I got. This is all worsted weight yarn, because that's the projects that I'm working on. I've got this red. It's that loops and thread. This is actually, what color is this? It's the acrylic yarn in cherry. And then I've also got it in this orange, which this is the, what is this? Pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? Like, I wish they had that in the bigger yarn so that I can make, I think they do, to make more pumpkins, because I do need more pumpkins. I have 6, 7 pumpkins, and so I do need to make more pumpkins because I do want to make some for myself. I don't know, I just love pumpkins with the cinnamon sticks in them. I do need to get new cinnamon sticks, so that's another thing. I've got regular black because I need black, and then I've got this sort of like a green, what is this called? It doesn't even have a color. It just has a number. Oh, it's grass. That's grass. And then I also got this green because I'm going to be making some leaves. And so I thought this was pretty, you know, close to a leaf because leaves or greenery for flowers. And then I got a chocolate. I think this is like a chocolate or brown. Yeah, dark chocolate. So it looks black, but it is a dark brown because I'm working on a project. And so I needed all of these colors. But I got the big one in these two because I needed these for other things as well. So these other ones, these smaller ones, are for our specific project that I'm working on. And then I also got these buttons. Well, I don't know where the other one out is. I think it fell out. Just some buttons. They were $2 for these. They were like 16 buttons. No, how many buttons are in here? I don't know how many buttons are in here, but I am working on some projects, garments, and they're 5/8 of an inch buttons. I got these ones and another color. This is blue, but I'm working on some, because you know I sew, so I'm working on a dress, and I know I'm gonna need buttons because it's a lot of buttons. So I got this color, and I forgot what other color, and it fell out over there, but there was $2, which I thought wasn't bad. So I went ahead and got that. Original price was what, $4.99? So say $3, so that's not bad. So yeah, so I got that. That is my little Michael's haul. I am going to get started on that project today because I know it's going to take me a little bit. But I also made, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make any more. We'll see. It's, you know, TBD. But I made these little Franken Pops. And I was going to make them as like little keychains or backpack buddies. But I don't know. I might try it in acrylic yarn and see how that looks. Because I feel like this, I don't know. I just don't, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's see the ears. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. So we're going to think about this one. Because I don't want to have a lot of Franken Pops, but if I do make them, I had this yarn, this green, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I thought, oh, I'll make Franken Pops. But I feel like it looks too big. Maybe I need to go down a hook size. Maybe that'll help. We'll try. I'll try another one and see what that looks like. And then the other project I'm working on is a horror. Okay, I can't say it. It is a daisy, but it's like a murder daisy, right? So I need to still do the face. And so that's one of the reasons why I needed to go to Hobby Lobby, and I still need to do the stem. But what I was thinking of, I might make like 3 of these and do like 3 horror. I can't even say it. But anyway, spooky flowers, spooky bouquets, right? So I was thinking of doing that, just doing like 3 just to see how that works, and then add them to the, you know, I'll take a picture, add it to the website, and if more people want to buy it, they can always go to the website and then I can make them, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to make 3 of these. I will show you once it's done. Right now it's not completely done. As you see, I still need to weave all this in. And I still need to do the face and then do the stem. And then the other flowers that I'm going to add, this just comes by itself. But I'm going to add some different stuff. And I have great ideas in my head. And I may do like, you know, I've been seeing that videos going on of how much can I crochet in 24 hours. And I'm thinking I might do that just to see what I can get done. Because I do need to do some more flowers, but flowers and pumpkins and stuff like that, just easy stuff, because there's no way I can do, like, you know, this next project I'm going to show you, I don't know, maybe it took me 6 hours, but but I'll show you why, okay? There's a lot of changing colors and sewing and all that good stuff. So, and then he had to go and have plastic surgery because his face did not come out right. So I had to cut off his face and then redo it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. And I'm not sure if I'm going to add it has like little wire arms and legs. I think it looks cute. It looks interesting with the little wire and legs. And I have the wire. But I don't know if I'm going to add it because it's already, I feel like, going to be a high price point just because of the amount of time it takes to make it. So let me show you what that is. And that is him. Is he not a cute? Yesterday he was not cute, you guys. Like, I had used my little sewing sticks that I made to hold his eyeballs in place. And somehow his eyeballs were like on the side of his head. Like, he looked like an alien. He did not look like this. So yeah, I cut his whole face off. I was like not happy with it. I walked away from it. I came back to it and I'm like, no, you poor guy, like, I need to fix you. But so I redid his face. We had some plastic surgery going on and I think he looks better now. Now, this bottom piece is, you got to change every colors. You know, it's 52 rows of 2. So 2 white, change to 2 red, 2 rows of white, 2, you know, but it's 52 total. And then you have to sew it and put it together and then make the ruffles sew that. So there's a lot of sewing going on in this pattern. And I don't know, like, I want to add the arms because it's just a wire and with the yarn, you know, just like if you were to do a flower, you know, you wrap around the yarn. And I have the wire and I think it would look cute. So this pattern actually has where he has his little arms and he has a banner. He's holding a banner, but I'm not going to do the banner. That's going to take a lot of work because I have to embroider whatever I want onto the flags, and I don't want to do that. Like, I think that's going to be way too much for me, like, especially because he's already at a high price point. It's going to push him higher and probably no one's going to want him. And not that I have anything against the Grinch. I'm just not a Grinch. Like, I have to have Grinch, you know, but I love the way he came out. Like, I don't think I would put him out with my decor. I do love this piece here. And my bunnies are doing something. If you hear that noise, that's them. I love how this came out here. I absolutely love it. I mean, I love the way the whole thing came out, but I'm feeling like I want to do something else with this pattern right here with just the bottom. So I did tweak it just a bit. This here, the ball, she has it where you have a string and the ball is like hanging down here. I didn't like the way that looks, so I just attached it just like that. And then, you know, this isn't sewn. She says to sew it, but I just fold it and then just doing that. The hat is sewn to the head. Initially, I wasn't going to do that, but then I thought, if we're at a show, if we're at doing vending at a market, right? And kids come up and they see that the hat comes off, I may flip. So I sewed the hat onto him, so now he has that. But I think he would look cute with the arms. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't take that much time to wrap the wire and then stick it through here and position the arms and legs. I think it would look cute. But again, I'm just not sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think I should price him at. I think he's already, in my mind, I have a price, I have a number, but I'm not certain. So he did take a lot of work. I mean, my bad that we had to redo his face. I just didn't know, like, how, his eyes, like, they were just weird. They were just weird. I'm thinking what I want to do is, if I do make another, like, say if I offer more of these for sale, I think I'm gonna have, like, make all the eyes and keep them together. So what I ended up doing the first time was I did the white, I sewed it on, then I tried to embroider with it, the white sewn to his face. The second time I did his face, when we reconstructed his face, when he went under the knife, when he had surgery, I took the eye out, I redid the eye, and then I embroidered the eye, did all the details without it being sewn first. So I just had the eye and I was working the eye. Then I sewed it on. And I felt like that was a lot easier than trying to sew the eye on, then embroider it. And she had you put a bead for the white, but I didn't have a bead big enough to fit the eye, and that's, I mean, I think he looks okay like that. So I just tied a knot in there and did that. But yeah, so if I were to do this pattern again, I think that that was the only thing that I found kind of a challenge was making his face, like, because I've never really made a smile like this. And stupid me, I don't know if it was me or because when I had my laptop on, so I printed the pages, but I guess I didn't print all of it. How it does show you how to assemble it. And when I had my laptop open and I tried to scroll to find where to assemble, for some reason it wouldn't go past a certain page. And I was like, why isn't it doing this? So that frustrated me more. So I was like, I'm wasting time. Let me do this. I think the eyes need to be a little bit more in, but he doesn't look bad. I mean, the way he was before, whew, he tried to attack me because he was like, girl, nah, you're not, I can't be looking like this. You need to change me up. So we did. And he looks more like a Grinch. Yesterday he looked like an alien because he had like an eye over here. I mean, I don't know what happened. Even though I used these sewing sticks to hold them in place as I was sewing, they probably moved. So I'd rather use pins for something like that than these sewing sticks. But anyways, I made those sewing sticks because I have a bunch of knitting needles. And I was teaching myself to knit. So I know how to do just basic like a rectangle. That's about it. But anyways, the next thing I did crochet is a top, and I just need to put this together. If you remember, I talked about this pattern I had and I've been wanting to make it for a long time. This is it, and this is the top here. This is going to be the top part. So they're both the same, right? But I made it in this yarn that I had got on clearance. Well, my husband had bought on clearance a long time ago at Hobby Lobby, and it was only like $3.99, and it happens to be the same weight yarn that you need for this specific top. So all you have to do now is so what it does is you sew it, but you leave an opening. There has details of an opening on the shoulder, and it looks really nice. So I wanted to see if I was going to like it before I actually used yarn that I bought from France. And then I also have yarn that I bought from so the pattern itself is called Cyrus, and this is off of Expression Fiber Arts. I don't think she's the creator of the pattern, but she always has free patterns on Friday for crochet and knitting. So if you do that, you know, she also dyes yarn, sells yarn, and I'm not being paid to say this. I'm saying it because I actually bought yarn from her years ago. I still have it, and it feels so soft and silky. And I want to find, you know, you really want to find that right project. Like if you're a sewer, you buy a bunch of fabric and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I find that particular project or pattern before I make up that pattern or that fabric, right? So sort of like that. So that's how I am with my yarn. So I have some really nice yarn I bought in France, and then some yarn that I bought from her. So I did buy some more. When that comes in, I will show you. She did have some really reasonable price yarn, and she has different weight yarns. She dyes it, she sells it. Expression Fiber Arts, I think she's in North Carolina. So if you're in that area, you should go stop by her store or her warehouse. I'm not sure if she has a warehouse, a store. She has something there. But she's so cute, and she's just so bubbly and happy, and she makes me happy when I see her. She also has a YouTube video, so she'll go over certain details of a pattern. Like this one, she goes over on how to make the top. Like she doesn't do like a full tutorial, but she gives you an idea of how to do it. If you know how to crochet or knit, you'll know to do the rest, right? Anyway, you should check her out. Really love her. I love her energy. I never met her. but I feel like we would be friends because that's the type of person I like to hang out with. But anyway, so those are the projects that I have that I've done so far. I think I didn't record for a week because the whole vibe was off. It was raining and gloomy, and it just affected me. Like, you never realize how that weather affects me, but it does. And so I didn't really do anything but work on that top, and just I didn't have the motivation. So now, even though I'm exhausted, I didn't get no sleep, my brain is working. And so I'm gonna go over to the other room, see what blanks I have, and then pair them up with the design. And then I may do a video of me in there, because you already know how YouTube is cutting my videos in half. And this one's already 20 minutes long, so we're probably gonna cut this short. But I wanted to share some things that I had, give you some ideas. And this here is a velvet yarn. This around here and the little thing, the little ball, is velvet yarn that I had, and I just didn't know what to do with it. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna use that because it says fluffy yarn. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use this velvet. I think it's gonna look cool. So that's what I did as far as that. But yeah, I think he came out fine. I think his eyes still needs to come in a little bit more, but I think he looks good now, better than before. This will look fine once I make the whole bouquet. I can't wait. I can't wait to show you when I put it together. But I do need to make some flowers. And I'm hoping, I'm going to see how much I can get done. I mean, what's today? July 31st. So I have all of August and September to do things. And I already know what designs I'm doing with the shirts. But I do want to get some cups done, because I do want to take cups. Since I'm going to have a bigger booth, I'm going to be able to take that. And that's what I wanted to do. But I did want to do some specific things, you know. If I have time, I'll do a second grid, so I'll have two. If not, then I'm just going to have the one, because I'm just going to keep moving on to my projects, right? Like, I know that I want to take like 3 or maybe even 4 of these spooky bouquets. And then, yeah, I know that I want to do that. And then the next project that I'm working on is also probably going to take me a while, because it also has a lot of color changes. So I think that with that one, I mean, we'll see where I get, but I think it's going to be really cute. The other thing I was thinking, if I can find like variegated yarn, I can do this piece a different color. You know, if I can find like a white and red, you know, variegated, then I could just do this one whole thing in one round and then not do any color changes. That would be a lot faster, and then I can make more. This here takes a lot of time, because you're having to color change every 2 rows, and there's 52 rows. So yeah, that's the thing. And he's just looking at me like, girl, just shut up and make another one. I'm like, for real, I'm gonna put you in timeout. So anyway, that is what I got going on, what I have my plans for. And let me see, is there anything else? I don't think so, other than this mess. I need to clean up. Like I said, I went on Monday to Michael's to use my $10 voucher, because that was about to expire. Can't have that free money go out the window. Plus, I needed these colors. And Joann's is about an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour. Well, more than an hour now, because there's a lot of construction going towards that area. So there's not a Joann's close by. So it's either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I was in the area where Michael's was or is. And so I went and just went to Michael's. I do need to go to Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, they don't have a yarn sale this week. They'll have it next week, which I could wait. But I think I want to go to Joann's, because you can get that big, you can get, I don't know what is it called, that twist yarn, or I don't know what it's called, but it's a big skein of acrylic yarn, and that's what I need, so that I can make tons of stuff. Like, yeah. And then this red, this is all I have. This was in my mom's stash of yarn. So I do have like a bag full of, a huge bag full of her yarn, and this was in there, and that's what I used for the red on here, and I think it looks perfect. So I want to try to find something similar. I don't know what yarn, what brand it was or anything. It was just in there. So I want to take a piece and try to match this red, because I really want this yarn. And then I do, oh, it's Big Twist. It's the Big Twist value that they have at Joann's. Plus I want to get another green. As you can see, I'm already running low on this one. And this is the one I use for my other flowers. So I definitely want to get some more green. And I'm probably going to get like the big jumbos, just because I could see me making more of these projects that I'm going to be working on. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. Nothing much. This is just more of a chatty video. And the next video I put out, though, I'm going to try, I think I'm going to have to do like part 1, part 2, because as you already know, I don't have to tell you again, but so when I go through that and I start to match my designs up, I will record that so you could see my process for some of you that might be getting into embroidery and don't really know, like, oh, what color should I do this? Because when you have a lot of colors, or when you have a lot of designs and limited colors, you want to, like, I always print my designs. I use Embrilliance, so I pull up the design in Embrilliance, I print it on paper, and then it comes in that color, or I could change up the colors if I want, or add stuff to it, add stuff to the design. You know, you can do all of that in Embrilliance. So I change the colors to the threads that I have, and then I go and I find the t-shirt and I put the printed design on there. But I'll show you that process when I go to the other room and do that. I will record it, and maybe that'll be the next video that pops out. And then I also need to do stuff on Cricut, which, yeah, that takes a long time. I really do wish I had a sublimation, because then I can just print it and then just put it on, and then we're done. Weeding and all that takes so much time. Oh, that takes so much time. It's gonna be like a whole day, and I think I need to be fully awake to do that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of Mr. Grinch and what you would price him at. Knowing all the little details, all the sewing that has to go on, the 52 rows, the, changing colors every 2 rows, or yeah, every 2 rows, with change the color. And if I didn't have changed color, I think it would be good. So I really do want to go to Joann's, also because they have more yarn choices than Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I remember Hobby Lobby used to have a lot of yarn, and now they only have like 2 rows and that's it. And I'm like, okay. So I want to go check that out, because if I can find something, I know this looks really cute, but if I can find something that is Christmassy, that I can just use one and not have to change, then I can make another one. And then if I do that, I can make multiples, and I can just start making eyes, putting those together. That way it's all ready. The other thing I was thinking of doing is, I think I'm going to order some safety eyes from AliExpress, and maybe some noses and stuff like that, and make, because there's some plushies I do want to make, but they need those big eyes. So I was like, you know what, I have all the paint, I have the glitter, I have all of that, I just need the eyes. So why not do it, right? So I think I might do that, so that the next set of plushies I make, I'll have the eyes, because I haven't made those particular patterns because I don't have the eyes and I don't want to embroider them. Some people are so amazing, like, what's her name? I think it's Buckeye. I forgot, something like, her name's April, but I think her channel is Buckeye, I think. I know I'm missing, I know it's not just Buckeye, it's something. But anyway, she does a really good job in embroidering eyes. I wish I could do that, but I just need to practice. So that'll come in time. After the show, I will sit there and just make eyes and try it. I'll just make a head and just try to embroider eyes on that one head. But anyway, we're already 29 minutes in of me chatting. And I know I do love to chat. I'm a Gemini. So yeah, we talk a lot. Anyways, yeah, so that's it. I guess I will talk to you soon, and let me know in the comments what you're working on. Do you have any shows coming up? And we'll talk soon.